God made you, and your value is tied to your purpose. And David says it right there in that psalm. David says that even in his mother's womb, God had purpose for his life. Yeah, Jeremiah backs that up. And Jeremiah said, before I was formed in my mother's womb, God already ordained. He already sanctified. Listen. God already knew you was going to be a rascal. But he wasn't concerned about the rascal in you. He was going to be concerned about how he could change the rascal. And so he says, God gives us purpose. And a lot of us are not carrying out our purpose. All right. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And can I just help you? I got value with flaws. Right. All right. Somebody missed that. Yeah. I know you see my flaws or you heard about my flaws, but my flaws did not depreciate me. All right. Matter of fact, they made my value go up. Somebody missed that. Somebody. My flaws did not cause me to depreciate, but my flaws allowed my value to take me up. And anybody in here, let's work with me. Work with me and not against me. Work with me. Anybody in here got a scar that you got a long time ago, and you remember the pain? Just think about it now. Might make you think about the pain. But the pain is gone. But the scar is still there. And it's not about the pain, it's about the scar. All it's saying is that I've been through some stuff. And some scars could have took me out. But that scar, God kept me in the race. I could have been cut off a long time ago, but God. Somebody needs to know you valuable commodity. If you can testify, you should have been dead. Some of the stuff you done. Some of the scars you have. Anybody there shouldn't be up in here. Just don't worry about who's looking at you. Because if we could, we could just pull up a mirror. But God, and so your value is tied to your purpose. Yes, sir. And just because you've been through something don't mean for you to sit down and be quiet, but you ought to let somebody know where God brought you from. Dad David tell me I ought not be up in here because of my past. When I think about Calvary, what he done for me, I don't know what David talking about. I'm supposed to be up in here. And I'm here to let somebody else know that if he can save me, if he can turn my life around, then surely we got purpose. Let your light so shine before men, that they might see your good works, but then glorify your Father. We all got purpose up in here, and you ought to let somebody else know. You ought to let somebody else know. Quit being holy all the time. Hang up some of your hallelujahs. And just be real with folk. And because you got purpose and you just don't know your testimony. testimony could be a blessing to somebody else.
Yeah. Well,
I keep saying some young lady needs to know. You don't need no man. He ain't gonna treat you right. You can get along without it. There ain't no use in you gotta take care of him and the baby. See ya. You got purpose, and God designed us all with purpose. That's why the psalmist said, God made us. He formed us. And God made us with all of us got purpose.
Yes, sir.
All right. Come on now. Some of y'all talking about, I don't know what my gift is. I can tell you, your gift ain't to do nothing. You don't know what it is? Try the spirits by the spirit.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
You don't know till you try. Come to choir rehearsal some Thursday night, just say, I just want to see. I say, I'm good in the shower. I say, I'm good in the car. I just want to know. And then if that ain't your call, then come out the choir. Check out the usher board. Now don't go to the usher board if you got bad feet. Bad feet and ushering don't go together. God has a purpose for every last one of us. And sometimes some of y'all tell me, well, mission ain't for me, brotherhood ain't for me, and this ain't nothing for me. Well, you got two hands. Do you know how to clap them sometimes? Come on now. Quit sitting in worship, just sitting there.
Come on now.
Go ahead.
Tornado come up in here, you still won't move.
Come on now.
The Bible said, let others learn that has breath, praise the Lord. You got purpose. Folks, and look at that's why some folks, I be seeing y'all. Some of y'all got the praise down. You don't care who's looking at you. You can look at me all you want to, but somebody done discovered that when praises go up, so your value is tied to your purpose. God,
All right.
God didn't save you for you to keep it quiet. He didn't save you for you to keep it a secret. Don't y'all, anybody in here read the New Testament? You read about the Apostle Paul? Every chance he got, he told his story. Every chance he got, he told his story. And then he even had this testimony, and some of us, it's just like Paul. His testimony was, I was the chief of all sinners. He said, I ain't going to act like I ain't did but one thing. I was the chief. Somebody else hollered back at me.
Come on now. Well.
Some of us felt like we had keys to midterm. The Elks, South Door, the Palladium. I'm going way. You were there so much, you felt you had ownership.
I hear you.
What y'all act like? Phases. We were there every weekend. Come on, talk back to me. Every weekend. If we didn't open the place, we closed it. You were there so much, everybody knew your name. Bicycle Bombay. I went to Bicycle Bombay one night to get me something to eat to go. And to order something to go, you had to go to the bar to get it. And so I knew that at that particular time, I wasn't ordering a drink. I was just getting some food to go. So if anybody would have been watching me, they saw I didn't have a drink. But somebody came in that I knew, and the hostess just waved at him, called him by his name, and when he got to the bartender put his drink on the counter. And he said, "Red, what you doing here, Red?" I'm like, "Did you call that in?" Yeah, now, Red. I said, "Because you just..." Oh, that was a regular. Some of y'all know. All right. All right. I told him, I said, "Hey, I ain't bad at you, but man, you up in here quite a bit. That you don't even have to order. They just..." Saw him coming, started fishing. Somebody. Oh yeah, somebody. You know somebody like that. Oh, that might be you. That might be you.
All right.
But God has changed your life, and God has given you purpose not to forget where you came from, but to take that and be a blessing to somebody else.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
All right.
That's why some of us make good bartenders. We know how to hook them up. We know what go with what. And if need be, we can experiment. Listen, watch this. I don't have enough strong members to do what we did in seminary. Because in seminary, when they partake of the Lord's Supper, they have 2 lines.
All right.
They got 2 lines. And I didn't know that they wasn't the same line. At seminary,
All right.
where they train preachers, in the chapel service, they had a Lord's Supper, they got 2 lines. And Tamarini, I was in the wrong line. At least somebody thought I was. And they were like, "Man, you don't want to be in that line." And I'm like, "What's this line?" I was up a little closer than they were. They were back there talking to me. And he said, "That's the line where the real wine is." I'm like, "Huh?" He said, "This line is the grape juice line." I said, "They got real wine?" He said, "Yeah, man, you're in the wrong line." I said, "If it's real, I'm not." I know me. That little cup ain't gonna do nothing. So I can't do that here because I might not have a work.